Welcome everyone, my name is Estella and we're back with more Strange Antiquities. I believe we left off on day 6, Tuesday. So we have a bunch of new stuff that is currently unlabeled. And I was thinking we could today potentially like label one at the end of the day that we didn't give to someone. That way we can kind of like slowly get everything labeled as we go. But yeah, let's get started here. Oh, we had a card actually. Let's check this first. Up the stairs left and left again. That was on the house map, wasn't it? Let's see. Okay, let's take a look at this. Up the stairs left, then left again. Second on the right is where I spend each night. Okay, so up the stairs. Which stairs though? Hold up. Where I spend each night. Up the stairs left and left again. So it's 2 lefts that we have to make. Up the hallway. All the way up the stairs? Left then left again. Wait, okay. I'm trying to figure out where this left is, because there is these set of stairs here, and there's the main set of stairs, I think. But not all the rooms are clickable? Oh, there's these stairs. Where's the vaults? This is 2 of the vaults. So where's the vaults at? These are stairs, it looks like. Second on the right is where I spend each night. Okay. This would still be on the left if you were turning down this corridor here. So, second on the right. Left, not left, and then left again. And then second, no. So, okay, so turn left, left again. And then second on the right. So this is not... Wait. Second on the right. So here? Nope, that's not correct. Okay. Oopsies. That's not good. That's not a good start to this. Okay. So maybe it's not these stairs. So come out here. Left. Then left again. Second on the right. Second on the right though. So 1, 2 here. Perhaps. Also no. Okay. Here? That's correct. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I was just guessing at that point. The bedroom looks like it hasn't been used for some time. A thin layer of dust coats the furnishings and cobwebs decorate every corner. Pulling back the thin curtains lets some light in, but more importantly, they reveal a macabre item that has been hiding on the windowsill all this time. Oh, what do we get? Interesting. Those are some long fingernails. Are they real severed fingers? Surely not. Hard and worryingly sharp. I have nothing to remark. Makes me feel uneasy. I don't like it. Hard and somewhat rough. Gold. They severed. Okay. Interesting. Okay, weird. Okay. Helena Appleton. Have you come in before? I can never get any peace in my house. When am I to find time to do my writing? Oops. I've tried beeswax, but that makes my ears sore, and besides I can still hear the shouting and banging at all hours. I heard you might be able to help me. Oh, St. John's Anvil. There was something that muffled sound. Well, let's look here first. St. John's Anvil here. These items have much in common with St. John's poppy plant of the same name, a fact that is reflected in their designs. They have quite different uses, however. Whereas the plant helps to overcome deafness, and anvil will dampen sound. They can even be tuned to filter out certain noises, but allow others to be heard still. Okay, I feel like we've heard, or we've seen something like that, but I can't remember which item it is. This one, both louder and clear. I don't think that's the one. There was one that muffled sound. Oh my gosh, I forget what it was now. Yeah. Sounds are muffled in its presence. It's polished. St. John's poppy. Maybe this one? Yay! St. John's Anvil. Nice. The leaves in the design are similar to the leaves in the sketch of the plant. Closer inspection reveals that it does indeed muffle sounds. Yes. Cool. Worn as a pendant to dispel melancholy, they share the design of a shadow catcher. Grace. Cool. Thank you. I think I'm going to turn on the, let's see, auto labeling. There we go. Just to make it a little bit faster, because we'll still add our own symbols and stuff, but I want to, and like do pictures. I'm going to do, let's do purple for this one. Shape this guy. And then, is there a symbol for sound? Let's check first. Ugh, loud cars. No, that's a gemstone. Okay, is there a symbol for sound? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, in that case, St. John's Anvil, yes. Saint. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. John's. Oh no. Anvil, yes. Okay, and then going forward we'll have auto labeling so it'll be faster. Cool. Alrighty. Sorry, kitty. Barton Potter. You must be the thaumaturge's apprentice. I bet he's a hard man to work under. He's helped me out more than once in the past, though. And speaking of the past, my eye's been aching again lately. That can't be a good sign. I'd be willing to make a fair trade for an Elva stone if you have one. Oh, okay. Let me check your profile first. We only have 2 more people left. Barton Potter. Intelligent, affable, heroic. These are the words that Barton Potter would use to describe himself. Irresponsible, impulsive, and foolhardy are some of the more tasteful terms that those who have dealt with him might use. One thing is not in dispute. He knows how to track down objects, and he certainly knows their worth. He's also no coward, and he bears the scars to prove it. He's one of few who have ventured into the depths of the catacombs and lived to tell the tale. And tell the tale he does at the slightest provocation. Okay. So a little bit of an, not know-it-all, but, arrogant. Very arrogant. Okay, so Elva stone. Oh, there's no picture here. Elbow stones can be used to relieve the discomfort caused by otherwise incurable ailments such as praxis or burning blood. The planetary metal used in these items is associated with the Selenic discipline, a connection that is also reflected in their design. Selenic. That is also reflected in the design. So Selenic is, let's see. Of the moon. Okay. I feel like we've come across something. What is this? Ethereal quality to it, cool and smooth, silver. We saw something that had indicated planetary stone. Oh, planetary metal, actually. What was that item? It wasn't this one, was it? Rage detailing, bronze. Which item had planetary metals? Was it this one? I feel like that was a very specific description that we got at one point. Warm and vibrating with energy. Silver. What is this made of? Silver stone. This one is, oh, it's tin. That's interesting. Pinkish gemstone, bronze, warm, cool and smooth. So it is made of metal. Let me check here. Reflected in their design. The planetary metal used in these items is associated with the Selenic discipline. Hold on. We have a Selenic totem. What was the Selenic totem? Oh, the sleep vessel. What was that one? You're the Selenic totem. What are you made out of? Are you just wood? Like colored wood? Okay, what was the sleep vessel? Was that... I don't remember what that was now. Daedalus Link. Spirit Eye. Silent Breath. Libella. Shield Charm. Evocant. Have anything over there? Sleep Vessel. So bronze and iron. So perhaps it's made of bronze. Is this bronze? This is gold. Also gold. Is this one bronze? Bronze. Okay, and then that item, the Shadow Hold. What is the definition behind the Shadow Hold? Let me double check. Let me take a look at that. Shadowcatcher design. So maybe it's this one? Because it says it's of the moon? No, that's not correct. Okay. That's an Evocant. It might be this. This is protection from insanity, so it's not those symbols. Elva stone. It's a green gemstone. What does green gemstones mean? It's jade. It's just green. Stone of the earth and nature. Maybe this one? No. Okay, that's what I thought. That's a shield charm. Elva stone. Wait, what is this one? Polished. This is iron. It's rough. What is the... Let's see. Doesn't that mean death? A stone of fire and fury? No, there's one specifically I thought that was like speckled. Black. There's some who fear it and some who are... I thought there was one that was speckled. Yes, bloodstone. A dark stone for dark purposes. Okay, so that's definitely not it. So iron, pearlescent blue glass. Hold on. Let's check the Elva stone again. Used in these items is associated with the slang discipline, a connection that is also reflected in their design. Praxis or burning blood. Praxis, only the Elva stone. Okay. Is referenced. Relieves discomfort. Planetary metal. Does it say? Celestial of the moon. Silver is of the moon. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so it's silver. And this is iron? So we're looking for silver. Was this one silver? This is silver. Has an ethereal quality to it. So maybe this one? Yes, okay. Design features crescent moons, a reflection of the Selenic. The metal is silver associated with the moon. Yes, okay. I'm glad I was able to figure that out. Ooh, that's an interesting item. It looks like a face. The two eyes and the mouth. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Put that there. I'm gonna move this here. So there we go. Whoops, sorry. Sorry, Verona. I've been doing some reading. See what you make of this. What is it? Ambra. These items cause mental fog, a withering of intellect and thought. They are slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effect. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eye to turn black and the subject to become deeply disoriented. They produce a noctic field. Okay. That fisherman they found yesterday had been up at Wyatt Beck, so I'm going to see if I can find anything out there. Here I go again, sticking my nose into trouble because I don't seem to be able to listen to that part of me that says, go put the kettle on and let someone else deal with it for a change. It's bloody-minded arrogance to follow that thought up with, but there isn't anyone else. But here we are, and here I am. They do it all wrong anyway. I think that's your problem. So you can't let other people do it. Thank you, Verona. Francis Mason. I've been wearing a pendant that I found in the library, and it does something to me. It gives me an appetite for reading that I cannot control. I was lost in the library for 3 days without eating or sleeping before I managed to take the pendant off and escape. It is rather pretty, though. Someone told me that I need a Cusick purifier, and that this is the place to get one. Cusick purifier. Topaz gemstone, known as the Eye, is placed in a strong-smelling liquid, usually something potent, barley, spirit, or vinegar. Small tokens such as rings or amulets, perhaps, submerged in the liquid and left for a full cycle of the moon, are cleansed of simple imbued curses or hexes. Of course, there is a limit to the effectiveness of this process. Okay, so it's topaz submerged in a liquid. We don't know what this is. This might be it. Green glass. Can't see anything particularly. Can I pop the cork? No. It doesn't, it rattles, so maybe that's it? Has a topaz inside? Yeah, nice. That was a quick one. The label bears the symbol for vinegar. Oh, okay. Closer inspection reveals that there's a small object rattling inside. Valant. The holes in a valant are of roughly equal size and spacing. They are used by the adventurers to help them find their way. A curious pulse can be felt where its power concentrates. Okay, so that one was labeled. Let me go ahead and change the... It has the symbol for vinegar. There it is. Vinegar! And then it is a stone. No, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it at that shape. Only get there. There we go. Okay. And then Elva stone. We'll also leave it the same color. And then the Selenic, which I believe is this one. Yes. Okay. Oh, last person. Simone Green. I've been working on something that you might find interesting. Did you know that nobody knows who built Strange Antiquities? It's very old, perhaps the oldest building in Undermere according to some accounts. Even Eli doesn't know all of its secrets. I've been coding a journal that he found. It's slow work, but I've made a bit of a breakthrough recently. Have you discovered the plinths below the counter? I have learned that they can be used to access the shop's hidden depths. And this journal holds some of the keys. Here's something I discovered late last night. See what you make of it. Thank you. Alcove key, horn shackle, evocant. And then a moon something. The writing is dense and spidery, so it's not always easy to decipher. Ooh. So we need a combination of items. Let me check her. The librarian, Simone Green. Simone finished reorganizing the Ambleside Library and came to Undermere in search of a new challenge. She took up swimming in the lake after hearing about the health benefits of cold water, but soon found that she preferred the health benefits of a warm blanket, a roaring fire, and a good book. She manages the collections at the Wordsworth Library, following in her mother's footsteps by taking a special interest in occult writings. She's cool. Okay, so the alcove key, horn shackle, evocant, and then a moon something. So where's the horn shackle? This is the evocant. Interesting. Okay. But she specifically said, hold on, let me check her transcript here. I've learned that they can be used to access the shop's hidden depths. The plinths below the counter. Oh, this one. I understand. This here. So this one. Whoops, not what I wanted. Uh-huh. Okay. And then... what was the other item? The horn shackle, and then a moon something. Where's the horn shackle? This one, yes. And then something of the moon. I mean, we just did that one, so maybe this one? No. something of the moon. Let's check our moon items. Moonstone Guardian. For the banishment of Hop's fear and Noctic sight, these tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. Maybe this one? No. This one says something about being uneasy or feel like they're being watched. Strong sense of being watched. But maybe this is but maybe that is in a, good sense? A strong guardian. Oh, maybe this one? No? Let's... Nope, not what I meant to do. Open this. Hob's Fear. Hob's Fear. Only the Moonstone Guardian is referenced. And what about Noctic Sight? Also only Moonstone Guardian. These tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. Comfort. Comforting guardian. It wouldn't be... I mean, maybe it's the moon heart? Yay! Ooh. Ooh! What is this? They're cups? Interesting. What is this? Green gemstone, hard and cool. It's a pleasant scent that reminds me of the forest. Interesting. Put that up here. And these, there's those items. Those are very specific symbols. Interesting. Cool. Okay. Yeah, we completed that. Let's go ahead and put this back up where it belongs. Okay. And then we can archive this note. Okay, next person. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's my map. Never mind. That should be down here, though, not up here. There we go. Jim Wolf. After years of working in a thundering mill, I'm afraid I'm quite deaf now. Whoops, sorry. I've tried St. John's Poppy, but I'm looking for a more permanent solution. I would love to be able to hear my niece's laughter. I think I know what you need. I think I know exactly what you need. That would be hearing charm. Here we go. No. No, just click on it. There we go. A simple trinket that amplifies sounds. While generally used by the hard of hearing, they are a curiosity that can be enjoyed by young and old alike. And of course, they have more devious applications too, making it possible to eavesdrop on private conversations. Hearing charms take the form of animals known for their hearing. Yeah. Definitely this guy. The shape of a bat, an animal known for its hearing. Closer inspection confirms that it enhances hearing ability. Heck yeah. Veiled Fen. A veiled fen is brightly colored in the light, but it clouds over after a short period in total darkness. They can be used to command attention from individuals or small groups of people. Public speakers sometimes use them as a substitute for charisma. Alright, we're going to change that to the animal color. There we go. And this one. Yeah. Oh, wait, I meant to label an extra one. At camp that night, one of the pair had awoken with pain in his left eye. He was alert to the threat at once, recognizing two things at the same time. One, a part of his mind that was not his own, and two, the casket wanted to be opened. Ooh. What kind of card are we getting this time? Ooh, ooh, ooh. A person? Like a little statue? Yeah. Interesting. The maiden in the tower points the way. I am buried among the trees. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Let's take a look at our map then. Is there... Let's see. I wonder, the Mary Bell? That's 23. Oh, that's just a, no. I am buried among the trees. Keystone Manor, spoken word. There is Gallifrey's Tower, which I think we've been to before. That's number 22. Where is it? Am I blind? Gallifrey's Tower. I climbed the narrow winding stair to the top of the tower and rewarded to the view with the views across the Lake Undermere. Yes, there she is. Okay, so she is there from the tower. I'm not alone in the tower. Standing in the center of the circular platform is a statue of a young woman, the maiden. Her outstretched arm points due east across the rooftops of Undermere and beyond. So due east. East among the trees. Okay. So from here, east among the trees. So here at 21. Yeah, okay. I find what I'm looking for in a small cavity carved into a sturdy oak tree. I look around half expecting to see someone, but there is nobody there. I take my prize and leave, feeling my mood lifted by the smell of damp moss and the gentle rush of wind through the treetops. Cool. Okay. Ooh! That looks very similar to, this one. Oh, not quite. There was also this guy, too. It looks kind of like this guy. Okay. Hey, Verona. I walked up the back a mile or so in the cold and wet yesterday and found a section with a handful of dead fish floating in it. Belly up and blackened they were. I'm not sure what to make of it, but I don't like it. I'm on my way to Calgarth Hall now. I spoke to Dr. Robertson earlier, and she said the two women they found there are still in the same state as the others, in a trance and eyes all black. Before I go, Anna Bryant asked me to drop this off. Oh? When we were kids, we used to explore an abandoned house on the lakefront. We'd take a boat out to the northern tip of Naylor Island and row across from there. You know the one I'm talking about. Second from the left, in the row of 4. I found myself outside its door 3 days ago, and I went inside for old time's sake. I wish I hadn't. It always had an ominous feel to it. It has taken me the last 3 days to summon the courage to write this letter, but I think it's better you see for yourself what's out there. Yours in faith, Anna Bryant. Okay. So we take a boat out to the northern tip of Naylor Island. Okay, let's take a look here. To the northern tip here, and then row across from there. Outside, okay. Talking about second from the left in the row of 4. In a row of 4. Second from the left. So This one? Here? I don't know exactly what I was expecting to find. Anna's letter was quite vague after all, but I certainly wasn't wasn't prepared for this. In an alcove of the house, peering out through the loose mortar and crumbling brick, is a macabre shrine of sorts. The skull of a stag is mounted above the opening, its antlers smeared with a dark red substance, and large melted candles pool out onto the wooden floor on either side. Ooh, interesting. In the center of the altar there is a small iron chest, rusted and fused to the floor. It's clear that this has been here for a long time. I do not see any hinge or keyhole, or any way of opening it at all. But after a while I notice an inscription that says, simply, I open to the voice. Ooh, the voice? Voice of Cernunnos? That's the only one. Try it. Yes, the chest opens to reveal a golden totem. I can't imagine who would have stashed it here or why, but it doesn't look like they're coming back for it anytime soon. Kitty! Cute! That's the cutest one so far. Oh, super cute. Set it right there next to you, kitty. There we go. Oh! Rude! Where'd it go? There it is. That's funny. Oh, there's a little thing here. I just noticed that. Alright, I'm gonna set it right there. Kitty. Lester Crowley. I apologize if this inquisition is an imposition to your disposition, okay? It is not my intention to bring to your attention a matter of contention. Bruh. I have an inclination to perform an incantation of flirtation. For your part, a leaden heart of the thalamic art. Okay. Wait, what is it? Lead heart? These items depict the god Cernunnos in his non-human form. They are heavier than they look due to the core of lead hidden by a more modest exterior. They are said to kindle romantic interest and are sometimes given as wedding gifts. Wasn't there one that we examined that said it was heavy, unusually heavy? This texture, this is just clay. Cernunnos. There was a picture of Cernunnos. Let's look at the... Cernunnos has antlers. Are you unusually heavy? Not unusually. What about this one? Oh, you are pretty heavy, actually. But is clay super heavy? You're the only one that's depicting an animal other than the ram, and you are heavier than the ram. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Using the index, I can remind myself that Cernunnos has antlers, suggesting that his non-human form could be a deer. Using my weighing scales, I can confirm the item is heavier than it looks. Yeah, nice. Corvin's Might. A Corvin's Might, sometimes called an eagle's gift, is an assassin's tool that makes use of Wixic power. When the warrior queen Corvan was surrounded and close to defeat, a gift came to her from an unlikely source. With it, she turned the tide of battle, and the legend of the Bloody Queen was born. Ooh. Okay. And then we're going to change that to green. Shape. I like this shape a lot. It's a nice shape. Angus Eaton. Oh, you're not Eli. I'm returning an item he asked me to repair. The mechanism was mangled, but I've replaced all the springs and given it a clean. Good as new. Ooh, what is it? What is it? Doesn't look like a tool. I guess it could be. Smooth, gold. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna put you here. There we go. Hey, Eli, you're back. It wasn't my intention to leave you unattended for this long, but I'm afraid that I'm going to need to rely on you for a little longer. The Order of the Black Veil seemed more concerned by the ravens than the black-eyed state that Mr. Hungerford was found in. They said it would take a very powerful force indeed to upset them like that. Unfortunately, they either weren't able or weren't willing to talk any further on the subject. I was hoping to avoid it, but I must go to Oxford and the Bodleian Library. I will be gone for a few days at least, perhaps longer, but you seem to be handling yourself well here. I do not see eye to eye with the head of collections at the Bodleian, but I do know that he takes an interest in horticulture. I will take him a Scythian charm to smooth things over between us. Okay. What is that? Has to do with plants? Older Scythian charms are carved out of wood, but the more powerful designs make use of the planetary metals. No two are identical. They are used by horticulturists to encourage stubborn plants to thrive. They change with the weather, usually quite cold, but warm and tingly to the touch while it's raining. Ooh, is it raining today? Yeah, it is. What was it? Warm and vibrating energy. I can't say the leaves are particularly... They change with the weather. Planetary metals, silver and gold. What's gold? I assume that's the sun, right? Silver, sun is what? Gold is the sun. There's also... No, it's not the spirit eye. Warm and tingly? I don't think I've encountered any other ones that were like that. Okay, that's correct then. This item is made of gold and silver, planetary metals. The leaves hint at the horticultural use of the item. Closer inspection reveals that the item vibrates in the wet weather. Yes. Cool. Diverging hook. Book. Hook. A diverging hook is a way to carve thoughts from the mind of another. If done with skill, the third party may have no realization that the thought was ever there at all. But it is all too easy to leave a mind in disarray. Even when approached with care, the unanchored thoughts are easy to lose track of. They have a single gemstone from each of the 3 thaumic branches. Okay. This one. And plants. There we go. Francesca Robertson, yes. I'm at a loss with these patients. They aren't responding to anything I've tried so far, and I haven't been able to find anything in the literature that fits their symptoms. I am finding that they become violent if they aren't restrained, and they are always trying to leave. If nothing else, Dranthium tea from a restful mother might get a moment of lucidity out of them, but if you've got any ideas, then I'm all ears. Oh, restful mother and witch's finger. Do I even have a witch's finger? Is this made of wood? It looks like wood. Withered flesh. Okay. Restful mother. Oh! A mother is a thaumaturgist linked to the inner mind. Hot tea made from the Dranthium plant is drunk from them, taking on different properties depending on the type of mother. This particular type can be used to enter a meditative state and bypass the rush and clutter of consciousness, promoting clarity of thought. Okay, and then the witch's finger was something that we've encountered before. But do we even have it? Witch's finger. Witch's fingers are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some of and finished off others. Ooh. So we could try the witch's finger, and it may fully cure them, but it's also a risk of them dying. Do we have witch's fingers? Leathery. I don't like it. Are they real separate fingers? We said before that... Oh, maybe it's this? I suspect. Rough and gnarled. It is said it inflicts pain, though, so I think I would get a description like that. What does it say? Home of the witch. What is the tree called there again? Oh, I should put that in my archive. Let me check. Hold on, where's the church? High Green Church, it's 4. The church is old and the roof is needed repairs. Moss and lichen had splashes of color. Where an old yew tree stands, its gnarled branches scratch gently against faded gravestones in the breeze. Natural power. Where the tree lives, the witch's fingers cut from its limbs are alleged to provide healing through pain. Okay. Oh, that's hard. Because she's asking for tea. But she's open to something else. Ooh. That's risky. Okay, let's try it. Because it could cure them, but it also could kill them. That would not be good. Okay, I hope I made the right choice. On visiting High Green Church, I was able to learn that the witch refers to a yew tree, and this item is made of yew. It also features a symbol of witchcraft. Okay. Symbol of witchcraft. Bones Guard. A small item known as a Bones Guard can be placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. King Cedric the Meek was well known to be terrified of being poisoned, and so always drank from the same goblet, and always placed a Bones Guard inside. He was stabbed to death in 1203. These objects bear the mark of the antidote. Okay. No, I wanted to look at the symbols. Symbol of a witch. Which is not witch sign. Okay. We'll add that to it. We know that it causes pain, so we'll make it red. Make it red. Let's see, where's the witch symbol? There it is. Yeah. Okay. He knew what he had to do. Without hesitating, he took hold of his diverging hook and used it to cut away the infected part of his mind before it could spread and consume him entirely. Ooh. Castle? Ooh, chess piece. Maybe? Looks like a chess piece. But maybe a building. I am closest to the sunset, but furthest from the sunrise. Okay. What is it? Sun rises in the east and sets in the west? Right? Sun rises in the east, sets in the west. I'm closest to the sunset, furthest from the sunrise. Okay. There's the quarry. What is this? The pit? The eye. Have we been there yet? It's a strange arrangement of rocks resembling the Stonehenge site, but on a smaller scale, arranged with purpose, though what the purpose was remains a mystery. The locals call it the Eye. There's nothing else to see here. Okay. Perhaps this is the farthest. The trees here? It rises in the east and sets in the west. But perhaps it could be the house. North, south. East-west? Am I? It's upside down. I can't. Okay. East-west. Sunset. Okay, and sets on the west. So the farthest, which is here? I'm wasting my time. Okay. Let me try again. Could be here. This was a mistake. Okay. Rises in the east. Okay. Is that correct? Am I crazy? I feel like I might be crazy. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I was in the right direction there. The view from the tower is quite beautiful, but it's what I find inside that catches my attention. In the middle of the room is an unlocked wooden chest, and within that, not one, but two smaller wooden chests, along with a cryptic scrap of paper. Oh. Those are interesting. Ooh. Deernig, object made from silver. Deernig field. Okay, we're gonna put this down here for now to reference later. And these items can go over here. Okay. Francesca. As if I didn't have enough on my plate right now, my sister Bonnie has been acting strange lately. Oops, sorry. Ah. She never got over the death of our father. She's always blamed Mr. Potter for his role in it, and now, with all this happening, she's got it in her head, and that he's behind it somehow. I'm worried she's going to do something stupid. If she comes in here, whatever you do, do not give her anything dangerous. I want to give her a keepsake to let her know that she's still loved. I've seen people gifting one another wooden totems, but I don't know what they're called. Wooden totems? Oh, horn shackle? This is relatively harmless. It can help. Oh, that's not it. Okay. Wooden totems. Oh, there's also this one, which is a nice one, isn't it? Let me double check just in case. Selenic totem. There it is. It's at the top. Love or joy. Okay. I guess the horn shackle helps with problems, not necessarily like... Carved totem. The owl is associated with the night and bears a concealed crescent shape. Using the close or inspect tool to me parts feelings of joy. Thank you. I also wanted to tell you that Mr. Hungerford has responded well despite the pain he must be in. I put him through the ringer with that witch's finger. I'm hopeful that he will come around soon. Oh, good. Good. That was the good choice then. Those silly sods at Calgarth Hall won't let me in to look around. It seems I've upset the little lord who lives there at some point in the past. Allegedly, I refused to perform an exorcism on his haunted house. He didn't like my suggestion that it might be the local kids playing pranks on him because he's a mean old git. I'm not so easily put off, though. Do you have a Tenebrine cloak I could use this evening? I've got some snooping to do. Ooh. What is that? Invisibility, perhaps? Tenebrine cloak. Upon activation, Tenebrine cloak can create a sphere of enshrouding darkness. Oh, goodness. That will cloak all within its reach. A single stone set in bronze gives power to these stones. Ooh, okay. One stone set in bronze. This is gold. Single stone. Is it this one, perhaps? Bronze, green gemstone. What does the green gemstone mean? Again? Stone of the earth and nature? This one may also be it. Yeah, it's bronze. Turquoise. What does turquoise mean? That's just blue. A stone of water? Dradic. Let's see. Of the earth. Well, they're both of the earth. A single stone set in bronze. Oh, there's this one too, but that's a spirit eye. So we know what that is. That's wood. Single stone set in bronze. So it could be this one or it could be this one. These have different, I think these are different elemental symbols, but let's check. Yes, they're weather symbols. They're all weather symbols. This does not have any distinct symbols. What kind of gemstone is it? A single stone set in bronze. Gives power to these totems. Could try this one. I feel like it's not that one though. I think it's this one. Let's try it. Nope, not correct. Oof. So maybe this one then. Also no. Uh-oh. A deep fear has taken root. I must break its hold over me. Oh, shoot. Okay. Alright, let's roll. Ooh. Let's do this one. Okay. Just because there's more pieces to that one. Okay, that one's fine. Can we... It has to be all the same. So let's keep those two. And roll the others. Oh, that one's fine. Okay. Okay, good. We'll keep these two and roll the rest. Yes. Okay, perfect. Ooh. No, we'll do 3 of the same. That'll be easier. Okay, last one. Ooh, not good. Okay. Roll the rest. Keep that one. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay, we did it. Not bad. Okay, hi Verona. Yes, I know. Okay, so both of those were not correct. A single stone set in bronze. Oh, wait, what about this one? That's gold, not bronze. Specifically said bronze. A single stone, though. Are you bronze? You are bronze. Pinkish gemstone. I think pink means protection, doesn't it? A stone of protection, yeah. So maybe this is it? That's the only other thing. Okay. Tenebrine cloak. Stone has a gemstone set in bronze. The gemstone is moonstone, a stone of enveloping night. Oh, which hints at the use of this item. St. Cedric's Thunder. St. Cedric's Thunder is used to store the power of a single thunderclap. Alchemists have been trying to harness this power for centuries, and there are rumors that some have indeed successfully used it to transmute base metals into gold. They are placed at the tops of mountains to charge them during storms. Gemstones can be used to prevent the charge from waning over time. Okay, Tenebrine Cloak. I'll make that purple. And then, what was the item? I guess it was a stone. It was a stone. Okay. Barton. Hello, Barton. I bumped into Eli at the station yesterday before he left for Oxford. His train was late, so we had a brief chat, and he suddenly remembered something he wanted to tell you. I told him I'd pass on the message. In other news, I've got a little something for you if you're interested. What is it? It's going to cost you, but it's going to cost you, but it's worth it. A map of the catacombs. Very rare. Worth a lot to someone in your line of work, I imagine. And all I'm asking for in return is a valant. What is a valant? Let's see. Valant. Down here. Whoops. The holes in a valant are roughly of equal size and spacing. They are used by the adventurers to help them find their way. Oh, yeah. The holes in a valant are roughly equal size and spacing. The holes? Oh, this one? Yeah. So the gemstone, it's a dark green gemstone. What does that one mean? That's Vivianite. A stone of sight, okay. And so what about this one? A pale yellowy orange gemstone and a black one. Pale yellowy orange. Heat and life. So amber, and then the black gemstone. Stone of fire and fury, because I think, yeah, that might be. Okay, equal size and spacing. This is surely it. It looks kind of like a compass. But let me check. Curious can be pulse can be felt where its power. Oh, actually, it's weathered. Hold on. It's rough and pitted. Stone. A curious pulse? Is there a pulse with this one? You felt where its power concentrates. This might not be it. Yeah, it's not it. A curious pulse. That's a Vestiger. So we're looking for a pulse. Try to find where the power might concentrate, perhaps. Equal size and spacing. Well, there's also this one. Pitted. Cool. So that is also one with holes in it. The holes in a valance are of roughly equal size and spacing. Carrie's pulse can be felt where its power concentrates. There's actually a compass in here. Should I have unlocked this by now? I'm not sure. Maybe because it's floating? Yeah, okay. This item has evenly spaced holes. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta inspect it again. I didn't examine that one closely enough. Alright. We'll leave that one as is. Change it to this one. There we go. We have a new map. Oh, cool. Tunic seal. Oh, very cool. Wait, what's the letter that I got? Oh, let's put this down here. There we go. Okay, and then put this down here. I keep forgetting to mention, it would be helpful for you to read Dr. Robertson's booklet on curses. You'll find it in the cupboard hidden on the counter. This one? Is it this cupboard? What have you done to me? I wish I'd never come to this shop. I have peeled back the curtain and found a world of darkness and despair. Oh no. My blind eyes are more open than yours have ever been. The old gods reach out through the tall stones, but we have forgotten their names and their tongue. Something stirs their slumber. They want something from us. I wish I'd never come here, and yet I feel more alive than I have in a long time. I will let you know if I see more with the spirit eye. So it was okay? She's not happy with me. Okay, what's this book? Oh. What the fuck? That looks like it goes there, doesn't it? There's nothing else that could go there. Can I do anything? There's notches. What does that mean? You'll find it in the cupboard hidden in the counter. Bruh, you didn't even tell me how to open it. So why is it... I can't inspect it any closer. I feel like it is something I'm supposed to be able to open now. But how? Lonnie Robertson. I feel like I'm going crazy here. I know who's behind this madness, all these people with the pitch black eyes, but nobody is listening to me. I've seen it happen before. 7 years ago, my father died the same way. Well, since nobody will listen, I'm going to take care of it myself. A Corvin's Might, please, and I'll be on my way. Ooh, okay. We read about Corvin's Might recently. These objects pay homage to the Bloody Queen's gift. Turn the tide of battle. Makes use of Wixic power. What's the Wixic mean? Of the body. Okay. And then Grace Grace. What's that one? Let's look that one up. Worn as a pendant to dispel melancholy, they share the design of a shadow catcher. Wait, so... Put that away for a second. Okay. This thing? I might give her this. So she can chill out. It does indeed dispel melancholy, yeah. Spirit Vault. A spirit vault, also known as a foetid chamber, is a receptacle used to store a wandering shroud. The interior is lined with a paste made from sulfur, hence the nickname. They are not considered dangerous since shrouds tend to be benign, but on occasion they do not take kindly to being restrained. A faint vibration of the receptacle can be felt when a shroud is held within. Don't insult me, Thaumaturge. This isn't some depression that can be cured with your little trinkets. I will get a hold of a Corvin's Might. Bruh. Okay. We still don't know. We don't know how to open this. What was the other thing? Deernic seal. Eli, this is useless to me. Yeah, because it just doesn't do anything. I'm not sure if I'm doing it wrong or what. Let me try something. Why? I don't understand. Maybe I'm not meant to. Okay. So we want to label some things, right? We found a Grace Grace. That's fine. A chemical. Memento Mori. Reminder of death. An ecumenical is a receptacle commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time. When a memory has been left for long periods, it begins to emit unpleasant vapors. On the other hand, it has an ominous presence pulling at the threads of one's mind. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can emit unpleasant vapors. What is this one? Smell like a rotten egg. Cool and smooth. Green porcelain. I haven't examined these. At the back of my skull. Interesting. And this one? Nothing around the lid or the lock? No? So it is a memento mori. The threads of one's mind. So perhaps this one? That might be it. Ecumenical. Let's see. So we'll just label it this one for now. Ecumenical. Whoops. And then hopefully that's the correct. Hopefully that's correct. Yeah. As his mind roiled in confusion, he watched through his remaining good eye as his partner plunged towards the satchel that contained the casket. To his horror, he saw that his partner's eyes were black. The casket was smaller. It was like a small animal casket, almost. Ooh, I bet this is where we go to the catacombs. Yeah. Ooh, I'm excited. Ooh, I bet this is... Okay. Perfect. Let's see. Alright, we're looking for a specific stone. Looks like this one. Ooh. It might be this one, actually. Yeah. Because the notch is on the side. I squeezed through a partially collapsed passageway and emerge in a small chamber. Glinting in the flickering torchlight, I catch sight of a pendant draped across an old gravestone. Ooh! That's cool looking. Oh, it's little. Okay. I still don't know what the fuck to do with this. Let me set it down here for now. Okay. My awakening ceremony takes place at the convent tomorrow. I will need a talon. Amphesian talon. Okay. We've read about that before. The League of the Amphesian Heart uses these items as part of its grim initiation rite. They guard their secrets closely, but it is said that they worship the ancient nameless gods, communing with them via the broken path. Acolytes must press the tip of a talon hard against their cheekbone. Yeah. The tip of the talon. Perform this act nightly for 49 days. Okay, so it is a talon, isn't it? Would it be, this one? The tip of which... What is the symbol? It's made of gold, but what is the symbol? Let me see if I can find it in here. The spiral? Rebirth. Ooh. Okay. I wonder if this is it then. There we go. Nope, that's not correct. Whoopsies. Okay. I said rebirth, though. Via the broken path. They guard their secrets closely. I do have the hands. These guys also. So one of these might be it. Tin. This one looks sharper though. No, it doesn't. It doesn't look sharper. What does the turquoise gemstone mean? Let me check. A stone of water. No, that's not it. I don't think that is it. My cat is upset because he thinks he's leathery. I mean, this one maybe? Yeah, okay. That seems unsanitary. The shape of the nail tips match the scarring on the cheekbone of the person in the sketch. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Morgan's Folly. A Folly symbol can be revealed to induce a trance-like state in anyone who casts their eye upon it, making them open to suggestibility. Precautions should be taken against unwittingly looking upon the hidden symbol for too long. Okay, and we're going to mark this as red because it's not good. Hi, Simone. Oh, where's Jupiter today? Oh, I always look forward to him coming in to say hello to him. I've been working my way through the journal, but it's heavy going. I keep coming back to this series of sketches. Does this mean anything to you? Could it relate to the plinths? Okay. 2, 3. Is that... Atomic fields. Geodic field pattern. So these were the plinths. 1, 2, and 3. What happened when I put... Hold on, let me... Where is the item? Here it is. This was one of them. Okay, it doesn't give a distinct little section around it. So... Object made from silver. Geodic field. Okay, I'm gonna put this in here for now. Put both of those in there. Okay. I want to figure this out, but I'm just not sure what I need to do with this. I don't know, what it does. What is the... It means darkness, doesn't it? The stone, it's that stone. That particular stone. Yeah, the Noctic. Seduced by it. Which would indicate maybe, like, curses and stuff. You'll find it in the cupboard. Hidden in the counter. So it's definitely this, but I can't open it yet. Francesca Robertson. I had to stop using the witch's finger on Jack Hungerford. I was worried it might end up killing him. I believe it has helped somewhat, but it still hasn't been enough to lift him from this curse. I'll take that mother for myself. I need to get my thoughts in order. Oh, okay. That's fine. If you need to try something else. What was it called? Restful mother. Okay. Up here. Particular type. The implant is drunk from type of mother. This particular type can be used to enter a meditative state for any clarity. The one that we show is plain. Does it matter? Wait, hold on. It's a specific... That one has a little stand, but this one does not. So maybe this one? Oh. Nope. Okay, I just don't know which one is which then. Because there's 3 different ones. So item resembles a drink kept in sketch. Oh, iolites, gemstones, stones of peace, which hint at its ability to induce a meditative state. Okay. That makes sense. This one, I'll make it purple. Okay. Hi, Bonnie. I've come back for that Corvin's Might, and I'm not taking no for an answer this time. I want a Corvin's Might. Either you give it to me, or you never see your cat again. Oh, no! You bitch. The woods behind Calgarth. Where is Calgarth? 25. The woods behind. That's close enough, says a voice from the shadows. Give me the Corvin's Might and I'll return your cat. I peer into the gloom, but I can't see anyone amongst the trees. I hesitate. I should give her what she wants, but then again, I am a thaumaturge. I don't always have to do what people want. Perhaps there's a better way to find out where Jupiter is. Ooh, what's the diverging hook? Let's see. Oh, nope. I will get Jupiter back. A diverging hook is a way to carve thoughts from the mind of another. If done with skill, the third party may have no realization that the thought was ever there at all, but it is all too easy to leave a mind in disarray. Even when approached with care, the unanchored thoughts are easy to lose track of. They have a single gemstone for each of the 3 thaumic branches. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thaumic branches, what are the hold on. Each of the 3 thaumic branches. Which is that one? So 1 stone from each. So let's see. Let's check this one first. So that's the pink one, the black one, and then the orange one. So pink is, let's see, is selenic. So pink is selenic. So that's 1. Oh no, I don't have to check. And then, let's see, the orange one. Did I miss it? No. It's not yellow-orange. I thought it was just orange. Diurnic. Which one is the diurnic one? So diurnal, celestial, and then we just need Mentic or Wixic. That one's Dradic. I don't think it's that one. Noctic? No. Hold on, let me... Just a black gemstone. It's only describing a black gemstone. So that, okay. Dradic. Okay, so that one's not correct. So what about this one? Also a black gemstone. That one's green. Pale yellowy orange. Oh, no, not that book. Let's see here. Okay, so I think it's this one. Or, ooh, actually, it could be this one. Let me double check. Hold on. Still checking. Yellowy orange, and then just orange, and then turquoise. Oh, that's interesting. So it's still Diurnic. So it could be this one. Is this one the turquoise? That's a turquoise. Okay. Dradic. I'm pretty sure it's this one though. Nope, not correct. Okay. So, oh shoot. A deep fear is taken root. Shoot. Okay, let's try this. We'll do that one. Oh, nice. We'll do the 3 since that one will be harder. That one's fine. Okay, next. Ooh. We'll save the moons and do the rest. Not good. Give me snakes. Give me snakes. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Not good. Okay, there's snakes. Just give me one more snake, please. Oh, no! Okay, good kitty. Wait, kitty's not with me. But I appreciate your help. Oh, oh. Okay. Give me another moon. Yes! Okay, we're okay. Do I have to go to the map again, maybe? I think so. No, I don't. Okay, I want the diverging hook. This is not correct. Is it this one? Nope. Okay. This is the only one that it could be, I think. I should have gone with my first instinct. The orange versus the yellow was hard because it's a little confusing the way it is in the book. I focus my attention on the diverging hook, searching the woman's mind hurriedly for any thought relating to Jupiter. It doesn't take long for her to realize that something is wrong. She steps out from the shadows with an enraged look on her face and lunges at me, causing me to slice wildly with that diverging hook. Her feelings of anger flow through the hook into me and scatter. She stumbles forward, confused now, and I try again, this time latching onto a swirling image of Jupiter's face. And I cut once more. I learn instantly that Jupiter is safely stowed aboard the Mary Bell, and I back away, uncertainly, feeling a complex mixture of anger and pity at the now placid woman in front of me. Oh no. That's not good. But Jupiter's on the Mary Bell. Mary Bell 23. Yes. The Mary Bell is an old paddle steamer that hasn't been in working condition for many years. There's nobody aboard, or nobody that I can see at least, so I climb over the railing and start peering through grimy windows. As I approach the far side of the boat, I hear a desperate crying coming from behind a windowless door. I try the handle, and it opens to reveal an unimpressed cat with mismatched eyes. Jupiter. He springs from his prison into my arms, and I hold him tight to my chest, and he rubs my chin with the back of his head, purring with delight. Woohoo! Yay! We got him back. Sweet kitty. Alright. Goodness. Okay. Continue. Oh, hello. Have we seen you before? I think I've been cursed. 2 weeks ago, I was quietly minding my own business in the Guilty Ram when a stranger came up to me. He handed me a book titled The Changes of Dr. Learmonth before leaving. Something about it intrigued me, enough to take it home with me. Ever since I read the first page, I have been having terrible nightmares, and they're getting worse. I spoke to Dr. Robertson, and she sent me here. Oh shit. We need the frickin' curse book. But I don't know how to open it. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay. Okay, so wait, hold on. Is there specific... There's specific notches. So one on either side and these two on the bottom. So, hold on. Let me... Can I see? I can't really see. So like this one and then this one? Okay, that looks correct. Okay. I did have to look it up. I didn't realize the flower petals you could click on. Okay. Curses! Ooh, nice. Okay, so what kind of a curse is he describing? Oh, there's also an item in here. Okay. Ever since I read the first page, I've been having terrible nightmares. Okay, so what curse causes nightmares? gonna put this down here. Can I put this back? There we go. Now put it back in the thing. There we go. Okay. Okay, what curse causes nightmares? Telltale blue hint. Those are waking hallucinations. Those suffering from this curse speak of increasingly vivid nightmares. Okay, though that looks like the one. So Noctic Sight. Is there something? I feel like there was something in here. Noctic Sight. Is there a reference in here to that? Moonstone Guardian. Okay, so where is our Moonstone Guardian? You're the lit heart. Tenebrine Cloak, you're not the Moonstone Guardian. Elva Stone. Wait, where is it? Am I blind? Oh wait. No. Is it this one? It might be this one. Yeah, Comforting Guardian. Heck yeah. The Moonstone. Because I was looking at the lady, mainly. Cat can be considered a Comforting Guardian. Ascus. An ascus allows the bearer to breathe underwater. The sensation is said to be most unusual since it requires one not to breathe at all. Those that use an ascus for extended periods sometimes forget to breathe once they are back on dry land, and subsequently pass out. The core of the item is cold to the touch, but the ring, sometimes called the halo, stays warm. Okay. Oh, such a sweet kitty. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Brona. I hope your, Tenebrine Cloak worked. There's not much that can unsettle me these days, but I found something at Calgarth Hall that I'd rather I hadn't. In the cellar where they found those two poor girls, I came across a bubbling black mess that was oozing from the rock itself. Seems there's a sickness under there. It's in the earth and the water, and it's spreading. I suppose it falls to me to find out where it's coming from. If it's underground, then underground's where I'll start. See if I can find anything in the catacombs. I realize now that I've been a little careless. I've been getting headaches. I won't go into the catacombs without a sextrum. Okay. That was one I think that was added to our book earlier on. Here we go. Protects against insanity. In all its forms, these items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. I know exactly what we're looking for. Yeah, haha. I recognized that as soon as I got it. This item features symbols of protection surrounding a symbol of insanity, hinting at its protective properties. Yes. A fortance can enhance physical strength or restore strength that has been sapped, whether by exertion or by hex. They are made of stone or iron and usually take the form of a small totem. Heck yeah. Cool. He tried to use the diverging hook on his partner as he had done on himself, but he could find no part of him that had not been taken over by the infection. His partner's hands ripped at the satchel, tearing it open and sending the black casket tumbling out. Uh-oh. A cross? Death? Another, grave, perhaps? Below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone, my neighbor bears a cross of stone. Okay, so it is the catacombs. Okay. Let's look here. Oh, nope, wrong one. There we go. A cross of stone below a moon that does not shine. Is there a moon here? Oh, there's a moon. There's no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone, my neighbor bears the cross of stone. There is no mark upon my shrine? Let's see. There's a moon here. There's this one. Okay, I think I know which one it is. Below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone, my neighbor bears across the stone. So I think it's this one. Yeah. I find the blank tombstone without too much trouble, but there is nothing else here. Feeling foolish, I begin to make my way back to the surface, when suddenly I see it, tucked away in a natural crack in the rock wall. A stone totem. This is what I came for. Ooh! Interesting. Oh, is that a specific symbol? It's like upside down. No, not sure. Because it's not the cradle. Put it there for now. Okay. We haven't seen you before. I've traveled a long way searching for an eye of the forest. I have read stories of the Dreyer of old who would hunt in partnership with an eagle, seeing what they see, soaring on the wind. I intend to rekindle this lost custom. Perhaps you know something about it? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's different. I didn't even realize. Okay, Eye of Cernunnos. No, it should be on this. Yeah, here we go. Okay, we haven't found this one yet. Known as the Eyes of the Forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It is alleged that Cernunnos himself wielded an eye. Eyes of Cernunnos are hard to come by. They are powerful and should not be used carelessly. Ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. There's this one. Pleasant scent that reminds me of the forest. What is the green gemstone? It just says green, doesn't it? Just a green gemstone. So isn't that the one of the forest? A stone of earth and nature. There's also this one. Organic material. Thin and delicate. Okay, I don't think that's it. There's also this guy. That's marble. I don't think that's it. I think this is probably it. Yeah. Heck yeah. Using the index book, I can find a sketch of Cernunnos holding an item that looks very similar to this one. Oh, I bet that's under the voice of Cernunnos. The jade gemstone, a stone of nature, hints at the connection to the natural world. And it smells of the forest. Zephyrim. These resonant objects give off a faint odor that will be familiar to any thaumaturge. It is the scent of the storm, of ozone and power, the scent of magic. When these vapors are inhaled deeply, they can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them into a powerful maelstrom. This is the power of the west wind. Okay. We haven't seen you in a while. I was expecting to talk with Verona Green this morning, but she wasn't at home. She was just here a little bit ago, I think. Unusual for her. I hope she's okay. Oh wait, no, she went down to the catacombs, didn't she? If you can spare the time, we'd appreciate your help. There's something unusual in our house. You can't miss us. We're the only detached house on Ruskin. Warmest regards. Mrs. Arbream. Okay. Where did Verona say that she was going? Maybe we can check on her. Where is she? Here. I won't go this... Let's see. Let's see. If it's underground, then underground's where I'll start. See if I can find anything in the catacombs. Okay, so it doesn't specify. Does the sex dream give us a hint, perhaps, at where she might go, or is it just a protection thing? No, it was insanity. Protection from insanity. Maybe we can check the map. Nope, that's not the right map. This map. Let's look at this. As I descend further into the catacombs, a strange sensation comes over me. It is not fear, although fear is mixed in with it. With cold clarity, I know at once what it is. I have entered an area known as the depths, a place where few have been, and fewer have returned from. Not even Palians can clear the air here and render it safe to breathe, but there is a way. Slate miners inhale the vapors produced by a spirit called a wandering shroud. They say it invigorates their senses and stays the mind. Rot that would otherwise consume them. It would be dangerous to continue exploring down here without following their lead. Ooh, okay. Well, that was an interesting choice. Wandering Shroud. We got that one recently. We got the entry recently. I thought. Didn't we? Hold on. Let's check the index here. Wandering Shroud, Shield Charm, and Spirit Vault. Let's look at this one. A Spirit Vault is known as a foetid chamber. Is a receptacle used to store a Wandering Shroud. The interior is lined with a paste made from sulfur, hence the nickname. They are not considered dangerous since shrouds tend to be benign, but on occasion they do not take kindly to being restrained. A faint vibration of the receptacle can be felt when the shroud is held within. What does it say? Shield Charm. What is that one? Wandering Shroud. I don't think that one... Okay, so I think it's the Spirit Vault that we're looking for. Which I think this one might be it. It has a smell like a rotten egg. Because it says sulfuric, right? Base from sulfur. I think that's it then. Okay. I try to breathe in the vapors from the Wandering Shroud, but to my horror I realize that the Spirit Vault is empty. My vision starts to blur as the cloying air of the depths fills my lungs and I stagger away in a daze. When at last I reach the surface, I take deep breaths of fresh air, but my lungs ache for some time after. I need to be more careful. I've written to Barton Potter. He will know where to find a Wandering Shroud. Ooh, okay, perfect. So we can get something, potentially get a Wandering Shroud. Cool. Well, we didn't find Verona, so hopefully she's okay. Grenville Pierce. My father's sword has a space in the hilt where shimmer should go, but he sold it to buy a whiskey a long time ago. For whatever reason, he never did sell the sword itself. I wanted to restore it to its former glory. Shimmer. Okay. Shimmer. These belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce calm rage in the face of the unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chestplate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Souther Fell of 1356. So it was embedded in his armor? These belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. There's the buckles. Adduce a calm rage. Do we have anything that induces a calm rage? Something that can slot into armor. I haven't looked at this one yet. Leathery. It's made of bronze. Ooh, is it these? Grave detailing. It might be these. What are those symbols? Let's check. One of them is an arrow. A feathered arrow. Let's see. Phosphorus. Okay. And then this one is antimony. They're mundane elements. Okay. Arsenic. Interesting. Okay, I don't think that's what I need. These belong to a series of objects. The Knight of Thorns. What else? It's only under shimmer. When in doubt, just try the same thing. Oh, that was correct. That's funny. That's hilarious that that was correct. This pendant would fit into the slot shown in the sketch. The topaz and obsidian gemstones hint at a calm rage, whereas the malachite suggests foresight or staying one step ahead. Oh, okay. Babelia. The meaning of the unusual markings on a babelia is not clear. They resemble a mentic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a mentic field. They can be used to aid with the translation of foreign texts, although they require some skill to make full use of. This ability does not transfer to spoken language. Okay. Freddie Lamb. I work at the steel mill in Keswick, and I don't think there's one of us that hasn't suffered a nasty burn. Do you have anything that can protect against that sort of thing? Oh, burns? Ooh, protecting against burns. Burning blood? An Elva stone? Elva stones can be used to relieve discomfort. There's also fire. Check under fire. Perhaps. Serene Ward. Okay, let's check that one. Made from basalt scales. Material known to endure intense heat. These unusual objects can permit the bearer to withstand fire and flame and remain unharmed. Have we found that one? Serene Ward. Okay, we have not. Made from basilisk scales. What do we have that's made from basilisk scales? A brown shard of some kind. These gemstones are specifically for fire and fury, I think. Yeah. And the orange gemstone, that's yellow. Stone of Strength. Also fire. So I think it's this one. Yes. Serene Ward, yes. Item features basilisk scale. The amber and obsidian stones hint at a connection to fire. Yes. Okay. Solemn Mether. Of the 3 types of mether, the solemn variety is considered the most powerful. It permits the drinker to forge pathways in the mind, to recall that which has been forgotten, or to repair that which has been broken. It will produce a noticeably stronger thalamic field than the other 2 types. I still have not figured out how to detect a thalamic field. My wife will be relieved. I found this down the side of the counter here just now while I was waiting. Don't know if it's anything important or not. Oh! a new item. I wonder if we'll use those for our own puzzles at some point. How do we detect a thaumic field again? What is that about? Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thaumic lens. Journey field patterns. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts. Wait, so is our little thing... Is this a thaumic lens? What does that symbol mean? Hold on. Let me check. Is that symbol in this book? It is not. Okay, that's not helpful. Okay, if you can spare the time, we'd appreciate your help. Camp Mesos were the only detached house on Ruskin. Ruskin. Where is Ruskin? Heath Lane Market, Holbrook Church, Pine Road. Looking for Ruskin Road. Ruskin. Ah, I see. This one. I'm greeted by a tired-looking, middle-aged woman who immediately offers me tea. I gratefully accept, enjoying the social ritual before we meander towards the point of my visit. She leads me up the stairs and into the attic. A single small window does little to dispel the gloom, but our eyes slowly adjust. Then we hear the voices. At first I think it's the house creaking in the wind, soft murmuring groans that seem to come from the walls themselves. But then I start to feel as though a conversation is happening, too quiet to make any sense of. Here we go. Hearing charm. With the hearing charm, I suddenly find myself able to pick up every small sound without difficulty. The whispered voices become clearer, and my heart beats faster as I hear what they're saying. They are discussing a section of the wall where some of the bricks are loose. Carefully, I pull them away to reveal a small cavity. Inside, to my horror, is a human skull, its dark eyes staring lifelessly back at me. At the insistence of the voices, I reach inside the cavity, and my hand closes around an unusual-looking item. Immediately, the voices fall silent, and my heightened senses are left with the whooshing drumbeat of the blood being pumped around my body. Cool. Ooh, that's interesting. Interesting item. We'll put it up here, actually. There's more room. Oh, Audrey. I haven't seen you in a bit. Judgment is coming. We worship the warrior not out of love, but because he is powerful. But because he demands our fear. What use is a god that you are not afraid of? Those of us who have read Holgar's teachings have known about the prophecy for a long time, and now the casket will finally be opened. It contains his final lesson for those who will not kneel. It contains his retribution against the sinful. It contains his divine rage. My preparations are underway to celebrate his wrath and prove our devotion. For now, a veiled fen is all I require. Okay, what is that? Veiled fen. A veiled fen is brightly colored in light, but it clouds over after a short period in total darkness. They can be used to command attention for individuals or small groups of people. Public speakers sometimes use them as a substitute for a person. Yeah, we read about this earlier. Brightly colored in the light, but it clouds over after a short period in total darkness. Brightly colored. How do I have it be in total darkness? Cool and smooth, a pearlescent blue glass. Okay. I think I need a hint for this one. Brightly colored, I should start that. Okay, that's not helpful. Maybe this one? Really? When placed in darkness, a drawer or cupboard, for example, the eye darkens. I did not. Hold on. Now I have to check. A witherance is the inverse of a fortinance and is sometimes put to more malicious use. These can be crafted from stone, like the fortinance, but the wood is more commonly used. Hold up. Let me try and... Can we close this? Oh! Huh. Okay. Good to know. Alright. Two men fought as the heavens opened and lightning flashed across the night. One man wrested the casket from the others, grasped, and leaped astride his horses, galloping off into the cold, wet darkness. Ooh, what is this? It looks like one of my little tags I use. Oh, ooh. Puzzle? Okay. Day 11, Sunday. I think that is where I will leave it for today, so we will solve this next time. But that was fun. Jupiter! Sweet kitty. Yeah, I think that's where I will leave it for today. Oh, I'm excited to continue. I'm really curious to explore the depths. That's going to be fun. So we're going to wait for Barton to come back with our Wandering Shroud. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!